Biology gives us a very clear set of operating instructions for survival. Secure your resources, guard your territory, and elevate your status above the people around you. But following these instructions leaves us exhausted. We acquire more, yet we remain perpetually anxious. Every accomplishment functions exactly like salt water. As Jesus of Nazareth observed, everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again. What we actually crave, beneath all that striving, is an unshakable state of inner peace. It is a quietness of the mind that external success rarely delivers. 2,000 years ago, Jesus looked at this default human operating system and diagnosed the flaw in our survival instincts. He recognized that the very methods we use to try and secure our lives are what make us miserable. His solution was difficult to accept. To find true peace, he argued, you have to act in direct opposition to your deepest biological urges. He introduced an upside-down logic to human behavior. It is a framework that inverts how we approach power, how we handle justice, and how we measure security. Living by these rules dismantles the ego, providing an escape from the exhausting cycle of self-interest. In most societies, greatness is defined by upward mobility. You climb the ladder, you acquire subordinates to serve you, and you actively exalt your own status. Jesus countered this by stating that true greatness requires stepping down. He noted that he came not to be served, but to serve others, setting the baseline for his followers. This animated diagram illustrates how he inverts the structure of power. He warned that everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but everyone who humbles himself will be exalted. By voluntarily taking the lowest position, you remove the need for external human validation because there is no status left to defend. Mastery of one's own pride defines a type of power that social status cannot provide. We see a similar inversion in how we handle threats. The standard response to injustice is retaliation. We harbor grudges and destroy our enemies to protect our honor. Yet Jesus instructs his listeners to love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, and bless those who curse you. This diagram maps the psychological mechanism of a grudge. Holding resentment physically binds the victim to the perpetrator, locking both into an endless, closed feedback loop of mutual destruction. Radical mercy, forgiving so you may be forgiven, physically ends the momentum of the loop. Treating others as you want to be treated serves a strategic purpose. It halts the infinite cycle of human suffering. Then there is our obsession with controlling the future. We frantically hoard wealth and agonize over the uncertainties of tomorrow to insulate ourselves from risk. Jesus highlighted the hollowness of this pursuit, asking, "What shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and suffer the loss of his soul?" His practical solution for temporal anxiety is to confine your attention to the present. He taught, "Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today." This builds to the ultimate paradox of human survival. He stated plainly, if you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it, but if you give up your life, you will save it. Existential security can never be bought or built through worldly metrics. It is only achieved by embracing vulnerability and surrendering the illusion of control. Why does this counterintuitive, upside-down operating system actually work in practice? These paradoxical rules govern an entirely different plane of existence, a higher reality that Jesus stated is a kingdom not of this world. Turning from selfish ways to seek ye first the kingdom of God redirects an individual's focus away from personal preservation. This shift creates a spring of living water welling up inside you, providing a spiritual currency that quenches existential anxiety. Jesus provided a practical caveat to this. Adopting this path does not magically erase friction. He warned, in this world you will have trouble. But by trusting in this paradoxical wisdom, you gain the ability to command your own state of mind. You can finally heed the instruction, do not let your hearts be troubled, finding perfect peace in a truth that has already overcome the world.